Thank you very much, children. Welcome to this third part of the Russian Revolution. In previous part, we discussed about the Russian Revolution, which started, and the power of Tsar finished. Later development took place, and here we live the civil war, which just began after Bolshevik party gained power over Russia. There were socialist revolutionary and Bolshevik red and white pro-Tsarist. There were three types of people in the Russia on the basis of their ideology. Pro-Tsar means who supported the Tsar and all kinds of the rights which Tsar had at that time. Pro-Tsar were white people. Their name, one name is, the symbol is given, white. And the green socialist revolutionaries, they were called green. And that's Bolshevik party, which was led by the Vladimir Lenin, the most important and the most popular leader in the whole entire revolution of Russia. Civil war started when Bolshevik started going ahead and they gained power. Then both these two, the Tsar supporters means white and the green, socialist revolutionaries, they started fighting, and in Russia civil war began. Power rivalry was so harsh, and in this situation sometimes it seemed that both two, the white and the greens, were getting control over the Bolshevik party, but later, by the end of the 1918, Bolshevik party got strength, and both the green and whites were crushed down under the weight of the Bolsheviks. After gaining control and defeating the pro-Tsarist and the social revolutionaries, making up a socialist society in Russia was a very important figure in the Russian Revolution. They make Russia socialist society. Socialist society means, in respect to this Russian Revolution, that all kinds of lands and other resources which owned by the wealthy peoples and which owned by the landowners, they were seized by the peasants, workers and common people. Even houses and the big buildings were not exception. They forcibly taken the big houses of the honored wealthy people, and they took control totally. And we see later that they just control the land also, and they started tilling and cultivating the land. They divided among themselves this land, and the rich and wealthy peoples, they left as only common, and their distress and misery was, we can say, very deep. Again, after the death of the Bolshevik party's main leader, Vladimir Lenin, we see that as his heir or successor, Stalin came to power. And in 1928, when the Great Depression already started after the First World War, and the whole world was under the grip of the financial slowdown. At this time of the crucial years, Stalin came to power after the death of Lenin. This time was very hard for the Stalin, and he fought very bravely, and he got over all kinds of difficulties. Stalin is known for his stern action and very solid plan or decision, which we called collectivization. Collectivization means the policy which had already been started by the Lenin. Lenin he gave the concrete shape, or he implemented wholeheartedly 100%. Collectivizations means here the land declared not private property but state-owned property. Means all land belong to the government, and as a private property, here in this existence of land was declared null and void. Again, some persons, mostly who owned land by generation, the peasants and farmers, they started opposing this system. But the government was adamant, and Stalin was so firm in his belief, he did not give in. Again, the collectivization, the land they cultivated collectively and divided the food grain or produce according to their need. They worked according to their ability, and they divided the gain or profit according to their need. That was the main principle of the Karl Marx, the father of the scientific socialism. And this theory of the Karl Marx was here implemented fully in the context of the Russian Revolution. Next, we come to the points that global influence of the Russian Revolution. What was the importance of the Russian Revolution on the globe, on this earth? The whole nation of the earth were deeply influenced by the revolution of this Russia, and the impact was felt even in India, which was not free, which was under the control of the British rule, and in the colonial governments, presence of this Russian Revolution was felt very deeply. And we can see that Indian first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, was greatly influenced by these ideas which occurred in Russia and fueled a revolution of the Russia. And he declared himself once that he is a socialist in nature, and to his spirit and soul, his genuine socialism. That is why we sometimes found that there was a great differences between his political mentor Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. This is the main point, that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was deeply influenced and the impression of the Russian revolution was so deep in his mind, in his heart, that he respected Gandhi, but his idea was not same, and both were torn apart. And other things we can see then that time's famous philosopher, writer, and educator Rabindranath Tagore was also influenced by the Russian Revolution, and he has written uh, in his diary that the revolution of Russia was very powerful, and it changed the society, and it renewed the Russia as a new, fresh, and live nation. But one thing we have to remember here, that the Russian Revolution not brought all kinds of betterment or well-being for the people. There were some dark side also. People suffered in this revolution, and the demand or promise which were made by the socialist peoples or the Bolshevik group, they were not fulfilled fully. But we can say, anyhow, this revolution was successful, and its global impact was very powerful, and in other countries of the Europe, in Britain, Fabian socialism started, and in other countries, and even in India, its repercussion was felt very high, and this is a very important chapter in the history, in the world history, and it is a source of inspiration for the Indian freedom struggle during the time of the British era. In this way, this chapter is going to complete, and later we discuss the next chapter in next day. Thank you. Thank you so much.